The following episode is brought to you today by Salt, flavoring foods and kids' experiences for thousands of years. When you don't get your way, try Salt. And also by Nothing But Tears Shampoo, because it's never too early to grow the hell up. So it all started when I made this comment. Now that right there is skill though. Warlock, not relying on fucking glitches like Tether and Shade Step and bitch moves like that. I can respect that. And then this happened. So obviously there's a lot of opinion and hate flying around right now about subclass OPness. Which ones are OP and which ones are not. Now normally I try and stay away from opinion videos because you know what they say, opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one and most of them stink. But I guess that's a cool thing to do nowadays, so. But instead of just giving opinion though, I'm going to try and slap you upside the head with as many facts as I can and back that up with video evidence. Just make sure you don't be one of those kids that stops watching the video halfway through because they can't handle watching something that might conflict with their own opinion or can't handle the truth about their favorite subclass. Speaking of that, what's up with these people being married to their subclass? It's like if you talk shit about it, they take it super personally like you just insulted their mother. Seriously, kids. All right, first thing you need to understand is that something is not OP just because it kills you or just because you don't like it. Man up, people, and grow some balls. Ladies, I don't know, do whatever is the equivalent for you. Get some more estrogen or something? I'm just kidding. That was a joke. By its very definition, OP means overpowered, not equally powered. If you're going to call something overpowered, but yet other things do the same thing or worse, then by definition, it's not overpowered. So please stop. You sound silly when you call one thing OP, but not the others. For instance, the dreaded firebolt grenade. People love to call that thing OP. In fact, just look at the Twitch chat when Bungie announced that they weren't going to touch them.
So the word is firebolt grenades at this point in time are basically unchanged.
Basically unchanged, yes.
Okay.
Not basically, they are unchanged.
They are unchanged. All right. Well, every Guardian needs to have something that they're good at.
Oh my God. Wow. So are firebolt grenades really as OP as everyone claims? Well, let's see. Here are all the different reasons I hear when people call them OP. But they burn you. Okay. Lots of other grenades do that too, like incendiary grenades, which are also available on Hunters and Titans. Well, they take you out of the game for 10 whole seconds. Okay, but you're still fucking alive, right? I mean, almost all other grenades just flat out kill you and take you out of the game completely. At least with firebolts, you're still fucking alive. You know what you can do when you're alive? You can, keep playing the damn game. You can shoot at people. You can revive your teammates. You can even run and hide and regen your health. But guess what? You're still fucking alive. Do you really want me to list all the things you can do if you get hit by a trip mine, a lightning grenade, or a fusion grenade? Nothing, because you're fucking dead. Well, yeah, but it only takes one shot to kill you after they burn you. Okay, like I said, that's also true for other grenades if they don't just flat out kill you, which a lot of them do. But I always die from them. Okay, so whose fault is that, really? Firebolt grenades are easily avoidable. You can avoid them, you can jump out of the way, and guess what? They're not going to tag you. So let's get this straight. Not only are firebolt grenades weaker than a handful of other grenades in the game, but they can't even kill you on their own, like, say, a trip mine, a fusion grenade, a lightning grenade, or incendiary grenades, just to name a few. Does that really sound like something that's OP, overpowered? No. You want to know what the most OP grenade in the game is? Wombo Combo. That's the one on the Night Stalker Hunter where they throw 2 grenades at you at the same time. It's basically a mini super. Yes, it's 2 grenades, but that's the point. There's nothing else in the game like Wombo Combo. It will hold you in place while the second grenade literally kills you. There's little chance of survival, little chance of escape, and guess what? There's only one class in the game with something like that. That's the very definition of overpowered. All right, next. When it comes to melees, people love to bitch about the reach on warlocks. And I agree. They have ridiculous reach on their melees, especially the Stormcaller. But you know what people don't like to admit? That hunters have almost the same, if not equal, reach to warlocks. Don't believe me? Check out the video where we tested that and proved it. People call warlock melees OP because they get an overshield. Yes, that sucks. But let's not forget, each class has a perk for their melee ability, and some classes have something that's comparable to that specific ability. Defenders get an overshield on a melee kill, or health regen on a striker or sunbreaker. Then there's shoulder charges, which are one-hit kills. There's also the Juggernaut ability. That's not on any other class.
Did a throwing knife really bounce off the wall and headshot me?
Gunslingers let you throw a projectile causing burn damage, which is a one-shot kill if it's a headshot. That's not on any other class. Blade Dancers let you turn invisible. That's not on any other classes. And they get Blink Strike back the fastest. And no, we're not even going to talk about the front Blink Strike glitch that's going on right now. As much as people like to bitch about melees, the only thing going on right now is that Stormcallers need a major nerf to their range, and Titans need a severe buff to theirs. Those two things are completely ridiculous. Other than that, it's as balanced as it's gonna get. Why? Because all melees for all classes have very comparable perks to each other. And some classes have something that other classes don't, but those other classes make up for it with what they have. And one is not really any stronger than the other. So when it comes to supers, here comes the bitching again about Sunsingers. But you can revive yourself. Seriously? That's your best argument. Do you have any idea how easy it is to take down a self-res? That's not even a good argument. Yeah, but you can spam the most powerful grenades in the game at people. No, I think what you meant to say is you can throw one of the weaker grenades at people and watch none of them tag people, only to get taken out by a shotgun to the face, a snipe, blink strike, shoulder charge, or even a stub toe. Also, there's much more powerful supers than that. In fact, all the new supers from the Taken King were drastically more OP than the original classes. That's a fact. And they all got nerfed, except for one.
Oh, that sucks, dude. That sucks. It really sucks when you get tethered, doesn't it? It fucking sucks. I know the feeling. Such pain deep within your soul.
And really, it may not be that overpowered, but Tether is fucking ridiculous. It's the only super that allows you to completely suck and wildly miss your target and yet still tag them. And let's not even talk about when it goes through walls and jerks your perspective away. So, although Tether may not be OP, I'm not saying Tether is OP, Tether is ridiculously stupid good. It is better than most of the other supers. Although Stormcaller, gotta do something about that chaining. All right, so let's talk about one more thing. Shade Step. Shade Step is the very definition of OPness. It's not available on any other character. It allows you to avoid taking damage that should have hit you. There's a glitch where you can pop out of it and shoot someone mid-roll, and it covers an insane amount of ground and allows you to evade and get out of situations that would be certain death for other characters. There is nothing else in the game like it, and it does not work the way it was intended to work. When Destiny first came out, Blink was a cancer for the game. It was an exploit that allowed people to get out of situations and literally allowed them to be invincible during that blink. It was broken, and Bungie admitted it by nerfing it. Shade Step is exactly like Blink was. It's broken. Yet it's only available on one character. It's beyond OP, and it, along with all the other things available to Night Stalker hunters like Wombo Combo, a glitch super, and tracking your enemies through walls, makes it the most OP subclass in the game, hands down. Don't believe me? Check Twitch on the weekends and see what people are using the most for trials. Count how many times you face a Night Stalker hunter during trials. It's not just an OP subclass, it's a crutch class. And guess what? It's going to get nerfed. Sure, it's a fun class to use. I'm not saying it's not, because it's easy to be good with it. And I don't blame people for using it, because like I said, people will always gravitate to what gives them an edge. It's like Thorn in year one. Everyone knew it was OP, and everyone used it because of that. So do me a favor. If you're going to use Night Stalker hunters, at least have the balls to admit how OP they are. Bottom line, Destiny is a game that tries really hard to be balanced, but given the fact that so many different weapons, subclasses, and abilities are in the game, it's never going to be truly balanced. It's just impossible. It may come close, but there are things that will always rise to the top. And since people are always looking for an edge over their opponents, different weapons and subclasses will always be used more because they're stronger or give more of an advantage. Balance comes when there are multiple ways to do something and when there are multiple ways to counter that something. It's like checks and balances. Something is OP when it is literally better than everything else and takes away those other options. Bungie has said that time and time again. They don't want you using just one thing. They want players to have choices. So in other words, you can see the OPness of something by how much it's used. The best way to do that is to just look and see what most people are using in trials because of level advantages. You can always tell what the flavor of the month is and what's OP because people will always gravitate to using something that gives them the most advantage. So do me a favor. Don't believe something just because some YouTuber or streamer said it, and that includes me. For God's sake, form your own damn opinion because you sound stupid when you just repeat something somebody else said and you don't know the facts. Test the shit out if you have to, or at least make sure it's true before you go on repeating it.